Hi, my beautiful collective. Okay, so we're gonna jump into this message and see what is going on in the energy. So the song I was hearing was When I Grow Up. When I Grow Up. Now I'm forgetting how the song goes. But then I was hearing like, when I grow up, I want to be like you. Or when I grow up, I want to do what you do. So I don't know what this is. It feels like somebody's daydreaming or somebody has all of these dreams of pursuing things. Or this could be you actually actively pursuing those things. You could have made yourself a promise when you were younger, like this is what I'm going to pursue when I get older. This is what I'm going to be when I get older. This is what I want to do. This makes me feel good inside. This makes me feel like I'm going after my dreams. Something along those lines is significant for this collective because that song repeated itself like twice. So I don't know if you're already actively pursuing something in your life right now or something you said you wanted to do when you were a kid. That could be significant. It could be daydreaming about something you want. Maybe you want to like, you know, switch your career path, or maybe you want to pursue something else or pursue another thing. It's just like I'm getting somebody having a lot of like daydreaming going on here. Excuse me. I'm getting for some of you, you could feel like you don't have all of the things necessary needed to pursue whatever this is, but you do. It's what's it called? Like I'm getting somebody like starting off really, really small, or just, you know, with basic equipment is what I'm hearing. Something that you've been wanting to pursue that you're like, I don't even think I could do that really and make that my career for, you know, you could be slowly doing this either on the side, or you could have been already doing it for a while, but you weren't necessarily thinking it could be something you could do as a career. This is whatever that is what I'm hearing. No one can do it better. There's something you're really, really good at that nobody else can do that you can do that could be beneficial to that field. Okay, a new pair of eyes, a new set of eyes, a new idea on it. If something has been repeating itself about this thing, and then you have like an idea to reinvent it almost to make it like more interesting to people who are not normally interested in it. It's something about your eye is significant, what you can do to it, what you can put on it, what you can throw on it. I'm hearing technique, your technique for it, okay? Now there's, I'm hearing that SpongeBob episode where he's like, he's like the technique, and he just keeps repeating it because he's like, he is getting better at it. So he's just like, I think he's showing Patrick or I don't know, somebody, and he's like, the technique. I don't know, somebody could be a perfectionist and just like really working on their technique or what it is they do with it. They're just like, yeah, but I want it to be like this. I want it to look like this. I want it to have this outcome. I know exactly how I want this to look, and I'm just perfecting it right now is the energy that I'm getting. You have an interesting way of looking at things is what I'm hearing too. You have an interesting way of how you got started or how you want to start, or something about beginning of something is very unique to you. okay, so for example, I'm getting like, let's say you're a photographer, right? And you interesting. They're showing me like this big camera with like this huge lens. But let's say you're a beginner, right? And you got the best equipment. Like I'm talking about the best, like the pros use this kind of equipment. And you've been using that equipment. And it's like you don't necessarily need to start off with the beginner equipment. You could, just to see how exactly you like to take photos or how exactly you like to film something. Something about that process could be more aligned with you because it's like you build your progress that way, or that's how you work on your technique, by learning not just the best but like what came before the best. So like it's something along those lines. Like you don't have to start off with the best equipment, okay? You can start off with something that's just what came before the best, so you can learn how to like take photos, or take the photos that you want to take. Is it going to be like what's it called? I'm hearing, is it going to be like picture day portrait photos? Is it going to be like everyday city life photos? Is it going to be wedding photos? It's like something along those lines. Like you're choosing what exactly what goes into the process of your technique, or the way that you know, put your signature on it. Right. So what I was getting with the best equipment, right, is maybe you, again, you're a beginner, so you don't know how to use certain equipment. So it's just like, even though if you started off with the best, like you go backwards to test out what came before the best, so you can, you know, one day use that equipment, is what I was getting. It's like you're learning something. Like, okay, even if you got handed like the best equipment, is what I'm getting, it's like maybe that was a little bit too much before you were ready for it. So it's like you're going back to learn what you can do with the basic equipment before the best equipment, so then you can work your way up to the best equipment, is basically what I was getting. But you could have had like a good equipment that you didn't even know what to do with. You didn't even know how to like handle, you didn't even know how to like properly use, and you were still able to take some of the best photos, like that you and that other people had ever seen, you know, like it was coming out as like a pro's photos, or it was coming out like you've been doing it for a very long time, like something along those lines. It's like, even when you got handed the best of something and you were just a beginner yourself, you found a way to make it work and to still add your signature or whatever your technique was, so it came out looking like how it came out. But there's also something about learning what came before that, so you can get even better at it. So I'm hearing, so you can like tighten up, so you can get specific, so you can like, you know, perfect, so you can get better at perfecting your craft here. Okay. Okay, is there anything else for this collective on what it is they need to know with this message? Anything else for my collective? Anything else they need to hear this time? Ooh, what an interesting chord. Is this meant to go in reverse though? Okay, so it's like you're paving the way here for a new path for others to follow after you, okay? You're paving the way for something different. And for some of you, you probably don't necessarily go by society's rules, okay? I'm getting somebody that's kind of like almost an outcast, but it's like you don't believe in that label anyway. Like, you don't believe in labels of anything. You don't believe in, if you resonate with this, it's like you don't necessarily follow the crowd, right? You don't necessarily follow everything everyone else is doing around you, but that's for good reason, because again, you're working on your technique, you're working on how you can make something here pleasing to the eye for others to see, and the way that you're watching it grow is beautiful because you're very passionate about it. And there's something here with you not adapting to the energy around you is actually helping you kind of, okay, you will know what I mean by that, because I was questioning adapt, like why is this energy not adapting to the energy? But something beautiful is growing because you're not adapting to the energy, because you're not following what everybody's doing when it comes to how to take pictures, how to film, how to whatever it is, okay? You could have learned the basics from people, yes, but it's something that you no longer want to do. In a sense, it's like you want to create your own version of this, or you want to do it in a different way completely. What is this about? Messages. Why is that in reverse? Why is that in reverse? Anything else this collector needs to hear this time? For some of you, you could have been working with somebody on this, or partnering with somebody, or side by side with someone as you were growing and adapting to what you were creating here on this path that is so out of the ordinary and different. And working with that partner, or you excuse me, it feels like you're either no longer working with that partner, or you've separated, or you don't have any ties to whoever this is, or you don't talk to this energy, or for some of you, not all of you, okay, take this as it resonates. There could have been an energy here who kind of taught you whatever this skill was, whatever this hobby is, or how to take the picture, or like what's good equipment, or they referred something to you, but it doesn't feel like this energy is in your life anymore, okay? Take that as it resonates. But you are building something here. You're building a solid foundation in this hobby, and how you want to take pictures, since that's the example. You are setting a solid foundation for yourself is what I'm getting now, or you've been doing that. So you can either, I'm hearing, so you can either get referred, or you could start working on like mini projects, small projects first is what I'm getting. Anything else for this collective? What do they need to hear this time? Clear. You could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, again, with seeing something that you see that nobody else sees, your perspective, your knowledge, your clarity, and your truth that you put into taking pictures, or this thing that you've been perfecting, is essential to this career, or this hobby of yours. That could be a career is what I'm hearing. excuse me. Whatever this is, very creative, because you're able to use your emotions as you create it, if that makes sense. Like, you're able to express yourself emotionally through this, okay? You're able to pour your heart into it, or let it out, or just wear it proudly or strongly, or tap into an energy that makes you feel seen when you do this, okay? Even if, like, nobody's watching, nobody's paying attention, it still makes you feel like you found something that makes you feel like you are, like, grounded, okay? I'm getting creative expression, whatever that looks like for you, and whatever art form that is. That's this energy. Is there any final messages for this collective? What do they need to know at this time? Any final messages? Whoa, that came out fast. These two came out together, but they came out in reverse. So I don't know if you've been working through something recently, working on forgiving, working on releasing. There could have been an ending in your life, and I feel like for some of you, whatever this is that was like an ending in your life, it affected this project or creative expression in some way, because it ended right around the time where you were starting it, you were about to start it, or you wanted to start it, okay? So it had a huge effect on you because you didn't want to let go of whatever this was for you, and you couldn't forgive yourself for even having to release this or let go of it, or something along those lines of you needing to forgive yourself in order to move forward, okay? Or forgive this energy so you can move forward, because it was kind of keeping you stuck or stagnant in this creative process or this learning, okay? Or you could have always been tying that event down to this activity or this creative endeavor here. Which, yes, that was helping you tap into a side of yourself that you wanted to kind of put into this art form to kind of, I guess I'm hearing make sense of it, or let it live on, or honor it in a way. But now it's time to tap into the other side of it, what I'm hearing is now it's time to tap into the other side of that emotion or that energy, or just not tying this event or whatever has gone on that you didn't want to release, that you didn't want to let go of, or an ending. Now it's time to tap into this creative endeavor on the other side of it. So not really, you can still honor it without tying this to whatever event that was, right? So it just needs more of your input in a way, more of your creative expression in a way, more of your technique, without tying it to that, so you have more room for work or creativity, or just like you see, you're seeing it through a different lens, or now your work can be seen through a different part of your eye or something like that. The example they're giving me is somebody viewing the world in black and white, but needing to tap into the other side now and see it in color. Like, see it in color now. Don't just see it in black and white. You can do both, but now you're needing to be more like in living color, is what I'm getting. Like, what can you do with that? Anything else for this collective message? Clear messages, clear messages, clear messages, final messages. Yeah, confirmation. You got between two worlds. You're exactly where you need to be. Responsibility. The number 20 could be significant, and gratitude. Yeah. Before you ask for more, pause and look around. This feels like exactly what I was talking about, like you tapping into two different sides of your creativity. And now that you feel safe enough to explore the other side without tying it to anything, it gives you more room to express yourself, and it feels very empowering. Okay. Okay. Yeah, again, I kept getting like movement. It's 414 right now. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. So whatever this creative endeavor is that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, or that you've started already, the ways that you can perfect your technique is to do it all over again, but look at it through a different lens, maybe in a lens that you weren't always looking at it in, the opposite way, or just doing something that doesn't tie it to some other energy, while keeping your signature on it, if that makes sense. Could help you like perfect this technique or whatever you're working on right now, or help you get one step closer to where you want to be when it comes to what this is to you. Okay. But that's what I'm getting for this message. I love this message, you guys. Let me know how this resonates with you. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next message.